Hello again, I'm still Ben, back to the hatch to find out what our topic is today. If I can grab one. Weed, alcohol, and other drugs. Whoa. Boy, now that's going to be a fun topic, isn't it? I mean, I don't think it's going to be that fun. I think it just makes sense. First of all, how are you going to make something illegal that grows in the ground by itself without any human intervention? It's dumb. It's always been dumb, and it's been a means of social control. Alcohol is much, much worse for your body statistically and for your behavior. Drunk people cause car accidents. High people buy snacks. You look up the statistics yourself if you don't believe that kind of thing, but that's the way it goes. I think alcohol, I'm not sure that we'd be able to find a way to get rid of it, because they tried that one already, and that one really kind of backfired into a lot of organized crime. But I do think that there are ways to better regulate those kinds of industries, to let communities kind of decide for themselves more so if they want that kind of thing involved, because it's a very harmful drinking culture in this country compared to more mature, older cultures around the world that are capable of doing a little bit of drinking and holding it in moderation. The United States is not sort of a moderation place. So that's really a problem when it comes to alcohol, but I think only in terms of maybe the industry regulation, we probably need a little bit better in terms of advertising, especially. Like, I don't believe in advertising in general, but that's a different video. But when it comes to marijuana and other natural growing out of the ground things that are labeled as drugs, I don't see any reasonable way to make that illegal without being obvious oppression. That's insane. You should be allowed to grow that yourself if you want. And we've seen, in the last many years, how much of an industry it's become in the places that it has been fully legalized. I think we're shorter in terms of how long we have to wait until it's just kind of federally legal anyway, and we get rid of that idea. Where the differentiation has to happen is with like man-made drugs, whether it's pharmacy prescriptions, which again is another video, or it's things like meth and, cooked up crack and that kind of, like, the stuff that's very, very notably bad for you, but has to be intentionally made by people. If you're intentionally making these harmful drugs, yeah, those need to stay illegal. Don't like panic when I say that I think drugs should be legal, because I don't think those should. If you're cooking meth or something, that's not like, oh no, I was just walking through the woods and I found meth. Like, that one doesn't happen. So when it comes to natural remedies like marijuana, which have been proven to be good for many things, including all the research that's done on hemp, and these different derivatives that are being made and slightly adjusted now, that should be fine. It's only been a level of government control and oppression that they were ever illegal in the first place, mostly thanks to all the hippies who were, rebelling so much against the continual American war machine that they were like, well, we got to make all of this super illegal so that people aren't, confident and relaxed enough to fight back with their ideologies. But don't forget that all the founders were high as hell all the time. What do you think their crops were? It was hemp. Hemp were the founders' crops for all the farmers mostly, and they were absolutely smoking their own stuff. Think about all of these British people who went across an ocean in a wooden boat, started a life here, started farming this, wonderful medicinal plant that the indigenous showed them, and then within, 100 years-ish of being like settled and building colonies and communities, they were like, you know what? Fuck the king. Absolutely not. Like that is high behavior. That is absolutely high behavior. And I think that's fine. I think everything in moderation is a good motto in general, but a lot of that is up to the person. I just don't think the government has any sort of leg to stand on when they want to ban a plant. That's not up to you. That's a part of nature that you've got nothing to do with. And anytime they try to do that, it's obvious that they're trying to control something rather than help anyone. So, my name is Ben Howison. Sursum Corda.